Just know I'm down and diligent. I'm down and diligent. Ay, mama always working late. Daddy didn't work today. I got all these bills to pay, and I'm not even thinking straight. Probably twisting up a wood, trying to see what's up today. I've been engineering all my music, feeling all type of way. Drowning in my thoughts, I might get lost up in this tidal wave. Maybe I'm just tired of Seattle, I need brighter day. I get way too high, I lose my mind, I'm thinking all type of shit. Look you in your eyes, I see a star, son, your future lit. Smiling at your mama, all in love, that's my type of chick.
Have you ever been victim of light-skinned privilege?
Been that guy. Been that guy for a while.
Have you ever felt somebody
That's why
light-skinned
you like
privilege?
that, bro, because you light skinned. Like you get the privileges, dog.
I have experienced that a couple times in life. Yes. I'm not gonna lie to niggas.
Yo, what's happening, man? Y'all tuned into the Down and Diligent podcast. You already know, man, the Dad podcast. We back with another goodie.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, do us a favor. Like, click that little button. Y'all watching it, right? Click that subscribe button. Subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube. We got
Like, man.
Instagram,
all
TikTok,
that shit.
right? TikTok.
We in there doing
Facebook.
little hip movements.
Yeah.
Caribbean dance, man. Quit playing.
You
You know? But yeah, man, y'all continue, man. Give us that feedback. Continue to subscribe. You know, we appreciate y'all that's been holding us down. Hit that notification bell too, so you can be notified every time that we drop some fire. With that being said, before we get this episode started, I wanna send a special shout out to my family. My auntie Pamela, she passed away yesterday due to cancer.
Wow.
Fuck cancer.
Fuck
You know
him.
what I'm saying?
And
So-
cancer season coming up.
For sure, for
Fuck them niggas. I'm
Yeah,
joking.
for sure, man. So shout out to my auntie Pam, man. My family, y'all continue to hold your head down, stay strong, continue to pray. And I want to shout out Sally daughter, man. Got accepted
yeah.
into Cal State Berkeley.
Cal Berkeley.
You understand what I'm saying?
Push the button. Where the button at?
There we go. Come on, Sally. Can you talk to us a little bit about that, man? How was that? How you feel about that?
Let me set my mic up real quick.
That's huge.
Yeah, you know.
You
Cal
know,
Berkeley
the funny
is-
thing is, it's still like sinking in. You know what I mean? Because you're just going through the mechanics of it. I was thinking this morning, I was like, damn, everything that we, all the decisions we made going in, like, she went to like private school during up to 8th grade. And we were thinking about going to private school, and they said, nope. You know what? Let's put her in Carson High.
Mm.
Eric, Carson, why are you gonna put your kid in Carson? It's because I wanted to be well rounded. I wanted to understand what it's like to have different cultures, different, just financial groups, all of that. And she thrived there. Even through COVID, she thrived there. And for her to come out of that school and go to Berkeley, that's like, it's just now kicking in that, that's all the stuff you want for your kid, all the work, all the hard work
Right.
to be accepted at a school like that. It just shows how diligent she was. We sort of just do the guiding and all of that stuff, but it's all on her. So I'm super proud.
For sure. Congratulations to you, man, too.
Oh,
man.
thanks,
That
man.
that shed a light on you, man, as a father, though.
Yeah,
too,
let's give
you
it
know
up for
what I mean?
Solid having that bag to the poor Cal Berkeley. So get that bag.
That's what's up, man.
That's solid,
Yes, I
man.
got that money to afford that motherfucker, boy. We know how much that costs.
Yeah, more podcasts, please. More podcasts.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Joey, who we got up in here, man?
First of all, we got a dope young lady, right? I've been knowing her for the longest, right? Since we was probably like little kids. I know her cousins. We grew up in church together. We used to go to church and all that. Actually, and I want to say RIP to her cousin Kiana that passed a few years back.
Rest in peace,
She
Kiana.
was dope. Tasha, her mom, and yeah, man. So this young lady right here is the epitome of down and diligent. I know a lot of people hear our podcast and just see dad, right? But it's more to it than just a dad. We fathers, like we said, but down and diligent is what our mission is, and then that's what we want to shed light on in the community is people that's really down and diligent, going through the ups and the downs, but sticking to what they believe in. So I felt like this was one of the best people to bring on. So for that, just to support that, down and diligent, Miss Kia, the beautiful Kia, she's dope all around, dope. You know what I mean?
Miss Kia, it's a pleasure to have you
Nice
here.
to meet you.
Glad you came through
Thank you
too.
for having me.
Sitting among some honorable men.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? So
All right.
Shout out to you, man. How
Thank
you
you.
doing? And what's going on? How was your weekend so far?
I'm good. My weekend consisted of doing hair,
Mm,
braiding, and did a few errands. And then today I went to a hike,
mm.
hike for peace.
Like for peace.
My homegirl Brandy B, what that?
Peace.
Shout out to
She
Brandy.
put
Shout
them
out,
on
man,
like
bro.
monthly.
Mm,
She have this thing where I know everybody celebrate New Year in December, but New Year is really celebrated in the spring because that's where new things are birthed, new
right.
life. Like
Right.
so, she hosts this thing called Hike for Peace. We do a little hike along a trail, get grounded, do meditation, prayer, just to bring in the new year.
That's
Like
what's
so,
up.
That's dope.
yeah.
How
That's
long
what's
is
up.
the hike and where do you guys hike at?
She do it at different parks. Like we did it today at Griffith Park. So,
Mm,
yeah,
that's
it
what's
was
up.
dope.
Does she have a her Instagram offhand?
Ooh, I think it's
What?
at the
Okay.
only Healer B.
Okay.
I think that's it.
We'll add it. We'll add it to the
Yeah,
end.
for
You add
sure.
it to our thing for
So,
sure.
what's the purpose of these hikes? You know, you said
Just
prayer, meditation, and things like that. I'm getting a spiritual type of
mhm.
vibe. So, what's like the main purpose of anybody that does come to these hikes, and are they open
Yeah,
for
it's
anyone?
open to anybody. Whenever she put one together, I try to make sure I'm not teaching no braiding class. I'm not doing no clients because it do help me too spiritually to ground myself. Like
Okay.
we all don't understand the importance of energy, frequencies, being in tune with God, the universe, whatever people want to refer to it as. But it just helps us to center ourselves and connect with people. And she's so dope. She just helped people to get grounded and understand their spiritual side.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
pretty
that's
dope.
cool.
That's pretty dope.
How long did it take you to get in tune with your spiritual side?
Ooh. I've been in church since I was a kid. So growing up in the church home, I knew about religion, but as I got older, I learned about spirituality.
Hmm.
Being we all need to have a relationship with God ourselves. Like, yeah, you go to church and you listen to the pastor and you know, I feel like if you can't connect through a pastor with through the word that he preaching, then you have to learn how to build that relationship for yourself with God.
I agree.
Like we all have a spirit. We are just to have a human experience. So um that's life. It's a journey. So I
Right.
learned about my spirituality when I was like 21.
Mm.
That's what's
Okay.
up.
Yeah.
That's what's
Um,
up.
but what is it, since you said you did both the Christianity and the spirituality?
Hmm.
Why do they beef so much?
No, I think it's more so because it's religion
Yeah, I
and
was just about to
politics.
say that.
It fall
Religion,
hand in
bro.
hand.
Hmm.
So it's only one God.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So regardless if I was raised in a church, as Christian, Baptist, um, we all have to be in tune spiritually
Right.
in order to fall within whatever religion you choose. You have to be tapped in
Mm,
spiritually,
right, 'cause
For
it's the
sure.
Holy
regardless.
Spirit, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Exactly.
For sure.
That's what's up.
So like we said, down and diligent. You are down and diligent, right?
Hmm.
Can do you mind sharing to our listeners about your journey to where you are right now? Because right now you're a hairstylist, correct?
Hmm.
Entrepreneur, correct?
Yes.
We going but it took a long journey to get there, right?
Yeah. It
Right.
did.
So if you don't mind sharing with us, talking about your background, where you come from, and maybe some of the ups and downs to get to where you are right now.
Ooh, it's been a journey.
We got time.
We got time.
We
Right.
got time.
No, it all started for me. I had my first son when I was 21.
Mm,
Um, I've been braiding hair since I was 15. That was my hustle. I started out braiding in the living room. Um, I would braid after school and on the weekends. So that was
mm,
my hustle. I go to school, I sell candy at school during the day,
hustling.
come home and braid hair in the evening, and then braid hair on the weekends.
You've
That's
been
what's up.
hustling
Yeah,
forever, and
yeah.
I don't want to stop that. I want you to continue with your
Mhm.
journey. But how did you get into braiding hair? Like, how did you learn how to do that?
Yeah.
Like,
I was
like
15. I watched my mom since I was a little girl do hair. She used to do everybody hair in the kitchen anyway.
Mhm.
So all my cousins, everybody come over to get their hair done by my mom. Um, when I was 14, I started like really paying attention to the patterns and how my mom and my godmom would braid our hair. And over time, I just, being 14, 15, asking different braiders, like, can you braid my hair? And I got an appointment set with the girl, and I'm looking stupid with a whole bunch of hair, and she didn't flaked on me. So I started braiding my own hair in the mirror. I had a three-way mirror in my mom's bathroom, and I just started doing my own braids. And my mom like, "Why you in the bathroom? You got the bathroom sewed up. Like, get out of here." And I'm like, "I'm braiding my hair."
Right.
So I come out, she see my hair, like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "I'm braiding my hair." She thinking somebody in there with me
Yeah.
braiding my hair because of how good I was doing it.
That's what's up.
I'm like, "I'm doing it." Like,
Right.
so she looking behind the door, like so after that, I'll be out. People like, "Oh, who braided your hair?" Me. "You do other people?" "Yep." "How much you charge?" Little pennies.
Enough for
Like,
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
enough
yeah,
for you.
enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Let me
So,
get fly. If I
I'm
get
like,
fly, get right.
what? I'm 22 years in the braid game.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Mm.
That's
So
what's up.
Your story.
Hit
just,
the hit the
That man gotta hit
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
That's
so,
a long time.
yeah.
Man.
That
Yeah.
messed up. Your story messed up my question because I wanted to ask, like, most older people don't look at like hairdressers or entrepreneurs like that as like real work. But you said your mom and them do it, so that just killed the question. So
Yeah.
they know the game. They
Yeah.
know
Right,
that.
right,
Yeah.
right,
I wanted
right,
them to say
Yeah.
about
right.
that.
So continue on with your journey to where you are now.
Ooh, okay. What y'all after high
Your
school?
journey. Yeah,
Right.
okay.
You
So
know.
you
said
start
after-
braiding at
start
14. You
my-
start making your
yeah.
money. You was
Getting your
doing the
penny on the
candy
dollar.
thing.
Right.
Getting
All
right.
that.
Yeah, and around that time I was, through high school. I don't know, for some reason I didn't like school. I used to go to Gardena, so I used to ditch every
Okay.
day. Used to get dropped off to school and hop the gate. Like, I'm out of
School
here.
ain't for everybody.
Right.
So
Ain't for
I was too
everybody.
busy focusing on making money. Like, I always wanted the Jordans. Me and my cousin, she went to King Drew, Rakisha.
Rakisha. What up,
Yeah.
Rakisha? Shout out. We gotta bring her on too,
Yeah,
man.
We know you get that money.
Keisha, your cousin?
Yeah, we used to meet up on the weekends to go to re-up on our candy at Smart and Final. And then we'll be up on whenever all the Jordans came out, like, oh, these coming out this weekend. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna stack, we're gonna go buy every Jordan that came out, we was buying them.
Yeah, we see, man. You got the Dior ones
Ah.
on. You feel me?
She
That's
came
what's
in
up.
stepping, huh?
Man, I'm usually the only one doing something.
Hold on, bro. Don't
This is bricks on your feet right there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah, but yeah, I used to hustle just because I wanted money and I ain't want to ask for nothing.
Right.
Okay, that's
Right. So you said you was 21, right, when you had your first son, right?
Yeah,
Walk us through
that
that
part
journey.
came. I got with my baby daddy. We was 17, 16, 17. I didn't deal with him though until after I left high school.
Mhm.
He had somebody call me talking about he liked me and all that. And the whole time he had
Shy
a
brother.
girlfriend.
Shy brother mode.
He had a girlfriend though, and I used to go catch the bus to the school to go to cosmetology school, ROP, with my homegirls, and me and his girl get in a fight because he telling her he my boyfriend. I'm like, I don't date you, like, wait a minute. But we ended up fighting, and I told him I wasn't dealing with him no more, and it was just a bunch of stuff. But after I checked out the school and I was homeschooled in the 12th grade, my mom went up to the school like, oh yeah, we about to go see about a class ring and a school jacket and lettermans and all that. And she get to the counselor office. I'm only in the 10th grade. I ain't had no credits because I was too busy
Damn, for
ditching.
real? 'Cause
you was
and
ditching.
hopping the gate,
Yeah.
leaving.
So you
yeah.
were supposed to be a senior?
I was
Is what
supposed to
you
be a
saying?
senior the year I was supposed to graduate.
And moms wasn't aware of none of that.
My mama, she always been at work, like, so
You know,
I
you
had
catch
to
some
like
phone calls. You
Nothing,
do all
nothing to do.
that.
No.
Yeah. But she was
Yeah.
just at work. She was always.
And I used to I ditched. And one time, how she found out, I was going to summer school, and I'm crossing the street with my god sister. We late to summer school, but we going. I get hit by a fucking car.
Oh wow.
The car going on the 91
Oh
because
wow.
I was at summer school in Gardena. So we on Vermont and Artesia, and we crossing the street coming from Krispy Kreme about to go to summer school, and I ain't been doing no work, nothing, and that's how my mama found out about all the
Was
ditching.
it bad when
What?
you got hit by the car?
No,
Like,
low key, my god sister saved me because I could have been toe up.
Wow.
She called me like, Kia, and I jumped back. So the man in the car, he only caught my leg.
damn.
Like, all the other cars would stop. So as I'm going, getting to the curb, he in the gutter lane, like smashing.
Oh yeah.
And he
And they
hit me.
picking up speed going on that
Yeah,
91. You know that
yeah.
is
So
Vermont.
I had got hit by a car, but like nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't come out with nothing but like a burn mark across my leg from the bumper.
Oh, that's
Okay.
what's up.
We
Thank God.
Yeah.
we talked about this on a couple episodes back, right?
Mm.
I was explaining how freedom sometimes can be some kids' downfall, like
Yeah.
having too much freedom.
Mhm.
And you said like your mom worked a lot and you was ditching and you was doing this and she
Mhm.
didn't know. Talk to me about that. How you feel about the freedom and how do you kind of address that with your kids now? Like is freedom, do you look at freedom the same, too much freedom the same way as being a mom with your kids?
I'm gonna tell you what I did about that because I got 2 black boys.
Mm-hmm.
Say that.
I'm big on that. My
Right.
kids don't get no freedom.
Right.
Not like that, but if I can't be there to support you in sports, be at the practice, sitting, chilling, it's too much going on in the world.
Right.
Ain't no way. Knowing what I did, and because my mom always had to work, when I lost my job in 2012 driving buses, I told myself I wasn't never working for nobody else ever again. They fired me right before Christmas, right after Thanksgiving, right before
Oh,
Christmas.
wait.
I'm like, I got 2 sons. My little one was 1, and my oldest was 5. And I had to like, that's how I had to start back working and doing hair because I lost my job. But I told myself I'm never working for nobody else again because I always wanted to be available
That
for my
needed to happen.
sons. Yeah.
That needed to happen.
I'm gonna tell you
Facts.
why. Growing up in Compton, I'm from Compton. And where I
Where
live,
the what's the name is?
Push that button. Push that button. Push that button.
yeah, I'm from Compton, but I know about the streets. I was never in the streets. I
Okay.
used to chill, be in the cut, cause I don't got time for all
You
that.
learn from
I
other
rather
people.
I rather know like book smart and street smart.
Mhm.
That was me. Like I know what not to get involved with. I'm not going over here. I'm not being with these people.
Yeah.
So that all stemmed down with my mom working all the time. I had to watch my little brother, and my mindset was more like, man, I'm not snitching. He ain't listen to me. I can't. My mom at work. He want to go be out, hang with his friends, run the streets. I'm not about to call her at work and tell her like he left.
Yeah.
He can't go
Yeah.
outside. You said he can't go. I'm not about to do all that.
Yeah.
So it'd be like when my mom came home, he wasn't there. Oh, he left.
Okay.
So for me, it's like because I was put in that predicament to oversee my little brother, I knew if I worked a job, I wouldn't be available for my son.
Yeah.
I work
Wow.
from home right now.
That's
I
what's
got a
up.
braid studio in my garage. My kids go to
Say
school.
that.
I drop them off, pick them up, bring them home. Like right now, I can't really say that I could put my kids in extracurricular activity because I'm the breadwinner all the way around, being a single mom.
Mhm.
So they dad not really involved like that. Where if he was helping financially, I could take off time from doing hair and take him to football practice, basketball, all that. But he don't do that. He just get them and take them and buy him stuff here and there. So that still don't help me financially. And then too, if you can't do the time, where, like I said, I need to be at every practice. I need to be at every game. I want to be there to support my kids. I know how it be when kids go with other people.
Yeah.
They learning
Yeah,
things
yeah,
that
yeah.
you really not okay
Right.
with.
Mhm.
Right.
It's already bad enough they go to regular school
Right.
and they learning from other kids knowing that they mama not going for that, you know?
Right.
So for me, I let them play games and do all of that, but just I knew I needed to work for myself to make sure I was always available for my sons no matter
I
what.
feel you.
Okay.
As opposed to me, because you have a 15-year-old son. My
Mhm.
son, I have a son, he's going on 15. And I feel what you're saying completely. But on the other end, as far as me, I feel like he has to have certain freedom
Mhm.
and he has to be able to make his own decisions.
You're right.
So I kind of like, if you fuck up, I gave you the tools,
Right.
and
Mhm.
I'm going to trust you. I'm giving you my trust. I trust that you will make the right decision. Now,
Exactly.
if you
Right.
don't, it's on you.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
Right.
gonna still have you. I'm gonna still support you and have your back.
Mhm.
But I feel like for me, it's necessary for him as a young man to be able to go out there and be able to make his own mistakes,
Mhm.
even if he have to. That's how I feel about
That's
it.
the thing though. See, that's the best part about you being a dad that's involved. if his dad was involved in giving him the necessary tools that he
Yeah.
needs to go out as a black man in the streets,
You won't have to feel like you
I
have to
won't
protect
have.
so much.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm in protection
Right.
mode. Like
Right.
I need to oversee.
Right.
I'm still the nurturer.
Yeah.
I can't show him how to be a
Straight
man
up. That's
and
real
get
talk.
out here in the
That's
streets
real talk.
and what to do and what not to do. I don't know what his dad
Exactly.
talked about, what he talked about with him when he with him. But the fact that for me as a single mom, I don't have a male in my life that's involved with my sons like that to put him up on game about certain things. So I'm still like protective.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, if that day come where I have that man in my life to put my son up on game and let him know what he shouldn't do, what he shouldn't do, or if his dad step up to that point, then right now I'm in nurturing and
Right?
Mom,
Especially because
I'm
I'm a Leo, I'm a lion, so I
What's
gotta
up?
protect
Right.
my
What's up?
cubs.
What's up?
You
Right,
feel
right,
me?
You feel me? Yeah.
Right.
Double L gang.
Right,
I'm a
right.
Libra. But I fuck with y'all.
Come on, man.
All right.
No,
So,
but,
go
yeah,
ahead. So
I'm in
going back,
survival mode.
going back to that, right? So you say you was 21, right,
Mm-hmm.
with your kid, and then so when did you start working, or how did that transition happen? As far as you say you working at Long Beach, I don't know,
Yeah.
Long Beach Transit, right? Because it's crazy. Because last time I remember one time I seen her, I was walking across the street, and I'm like, damn, that's kids. You was driving a bus.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah.
you probably see my
know
ass with a
Chris?
motherfucker.
Chris, who?
On to the
Look at this.
Probably.
Look at this.
No, he was Long Beach Transit too.
No,
Yeah.
when I worked at Long Beach Transit, I got it. I went in there through training on some. Don't talk to nobody because it's a lot of messy drama going on.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
Okay.
when it came to dudes looking
Right.
at me, and man, I'm keeping
Right,
my
right.
head down. I'm
Right.
getting to this money.
What
Right,
route you was
right.
on?
No, he was an honorable
drove
bus
all the
driver.
routes.
That's why
For real?
you know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying.
drove
Okay.
every route. Like
Okay,
I didn't
okay.
want to, being a bus driver, I experienced like dudes trying to talk to you. Like, bro, I'm working.
Right.
And you on this bus,
I already
not
know
like
that.
that.
I already know what you That's why you said it already.
Wait, not like that, but I used
You
to
on the
be
bus, bucko.
Carter already. Yeah.
no, not like that.
Oh man.
Not like that. It was just like I'm working. Like I'm
Yeah.
not trying to talk to you while I'm doing my job. So, and then it made it easier for me to not be on the same route. So somebody be like, "Oh, she was driving this route. I'm about to see her tomorrow." Nah, I'm on something else. You know.
Right.
So
Okay.
So you mentioned you got to the point to where how long was you working at Long Beach Transit before or working for the bus as far until you got to the point where you said they laid you off?
they fired me.
They fired you?
Because I don't know, it was a misunderstanding with the scheduling, and because I used to change different routes.
Mhm.
Certain days I would do like maybe 2-3 days I would do the same route at a certain time, and I used to relieve this driver down in the train station,
Mhm.
and I guess she was calling in on me, telling them I was late. So whenever I would relieve her, she would call in on me, and they say you can't get 6 miss outs within a month. And every time she called in on me, that was like grounds for termination to them.
Wow.
So I just had to be terminated.
Wow.
And they got the union reps, and he was like, "Oh, is it something else you could do to make money?" I'm like, "What? You supposed to be saving my
Oh,
job?
man.
Hold on.
You supposed to be saving my job? Hold
Right.
on." So I was just like, you know what? Forget it. If they about to fire me, it is what it is. I ain't even take the initiative. Once I found out I couldn't get unemployment, I was just like, I'm about to thug it out.
Mhm.
I started braiding in my kitchen in my I lived in Signal Hill, and I used to braid in my apartment in the kitchen.
That's what's up.
I did that for like a year. Then my cousin opened a shop in Inglewood. I went to her shop and worked in there for a year. You know, starting out, trying to build my clientele. I used to run specials like $50 cornrows, $100 individuals just to get people
To get you in the door, yeah.
And that was way before everybody was
Giving out testers.
doing all the stuff on social media when it
media.
came to all the reels and the
Okay.
videos. Like people wasn't at that time, people wasn't posting how they do what they do and all of
Yeah.
that. So I just used to run specials, create a little post and say like, "Oh, I'm running a special." So I built my clientele up in Inglewood. Then I used to I specialize in covering up bald spots for like older ladies who suffer from alopecia.
Magic hands. I didn't see some
I didn't
before and
hear
after.
about alopecia till the whole Jada Pinkett thing, right?
You never heard about it?
I never heard about it.
It's
until
big
that point.
within the Black community.
Is it?
Like older Black women.
That's
a
why
lot of
most of them
people,
have short-
yeah,
short-
a lot, or they have wigs and stuff. A lot of them not gonna tell you that they have it because it's like It's some
a little
self-conscious.
insecurity, a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
you know. So that lowers women's self-esteem sometimes. So I got this thing where if they got anything on their head that I could grip, I'm gonna give them a hairstyle.
Mm.
That's what's
And I
up.
provide that service by doing braids.
Mhm.
And I can't really explain. You just gotta like see the
I
outcome.
seen before and after pictures. It's
It's
like
crazy.
it's magic. Like,
Yeah.
how the hell did that happen?
I
So
don't
do you
use
right,
no
it's
do
glue
you
a
or
ski
nothing.
ball.
specialize in braids, or
Mhm.
do you do
I
a
do
lot of
braids,
different
weaves,
things too?
ponytails.
You do
Um,
locks too? Or
Nah, I
nah?
don't do locks.
That's
I
something.
start
That's
them.
something you'll start your repertoire with. Nah.
No.
Right.
Okay.
You
Okay.
should,
No.
you should start that.
I start the
They get a
locks,
little
but
retwisted and
they
shit.
go to other people to maintain them. I could palm roll, but all the creative styles that they do with the locks, I can't do all
Right.
that. So I don't specialize in locks.
Do you ever experience like size of carpal tunnel,
Fever
arthritis, and
and
things
all
like
that. You know what
that?
I'm saying?
My hands they get numb. So like say for instance, I could be cooking or something sometimes and I'm going to grab something and I might drop it.
They just lock
Like,
up on you.
yeah. No, not necessarily. Lock is like my hands numb and I ain't feel myself grab it.
Mm.
But that come with me like they got these little tricks and tips where you could like soak as a braider or a hairstylist, you could soak your hands in like a bowl of water with ice. Just let it sit in there and kind of like bring the nerves back and
Okay.
you got to do little different exercises with your hands.
Right,
but-
because you need them the money
Yeah.
makers. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
That's, I don't hit my kids
Yeah,
because
yeah.
right,
Right.
Just gotta stay right.
Right. So you mentioned like once you got fired from Long Beach Transit, you
Mhm.
said that you vowed to not work for nobody else, right? Tell us about how you come to that decision, because it's tough to know like you got this income coming in that's you getting a check every month, right?
Mhm.
And to the point where you like I'm gonna just go all in on myself, like, and a lot of people struggle with that, right?
Mhm.
A lot of people struggle with just being like, you know what, I'm gonna just. Some people got to quit their job, right?
Yeah.
But to reach their ultimate goal is to whatever goal they have,
She
right?
just
So-
told you she a Leo, bro. We
What
do
does
cool
that-
shit.
what-
We
what
do
does
cool
being a Leo
shit.
mean?
Like
Right.
we do cool shit.
Yeah.
We do
No.
cool shit.
'cause
Please. I, mean,
like
I
I
quit
said-
my job too. I don't work. I've been working almost, you know what I'm saying, 8 years. That shit
Talk
ain't
about it,
okay.
Dan.
You feel me?
It's
Like,
gonna be all right.
yeah,
We're
nah,
gonna figure
man,
it
like, you gotta
out.
think
10
about
toes down.
it. Overachievers.
And I was tell y'all, I got the same birthday as Nipsey.
Okay.
I'm 2 days out. I'm on 17th.
I'm August 15th.
Yeah, I'm on
That's what's
17th.
up.
So it ain't on you, it's in you.
Yeah.
Okay, say that. Yeah, that's for
No,
sure.
but to answer your question, because I always made money when I was a teenager. I just went
I
back to
think
that.
that played a big part of it.
Yeah, of
for
course.
Sure, for sure.
I'm gonna always know
'Cause
how
that
to
was
get
like
it.
your foundation,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
I don't probably so, because I didn't make money as a teenager.
Oh,
No.
see.
I was spoiled, nigga.
No,
I
that
want
shit.
shit because I had shit.
I mean, my
and
mom.
that's your foundation. Like you knew, like I,
I was
had to
raised
get
by a
this shit.
single mom, so my mom
Mhm.
showed me like grinding. And then too, low key, my mom bought me my first Jordans. That's how I started buying my own. Cause I wouldn't let her wear my shoes one day. And she was like, I bought these. What you mean I can't wear them? And I'm like, I don't want them to get messed up.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
it was like, oh, well, I ain't buying you no more. So I had to get on it.
Yeah, for sure. I feel that.
Right.
Look, I'm gonna say this. I feel like you're an inspiration to a lot of women out here. You
Thank
know,
you.
you've been a young woman, also to the young women out here. But I want to just take it back. You know, 2010, you were a stripper,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Talk to us about that transition from doing that. How long were you involved in that field?
Yeah, the fast
And
money, right?
then- right. And then 'cause you
Taxi
talked about
too.
hustling, right? You was hustling, you was doing your thing with
Uh-huh.
that. And then talk to us about that transition of you opening up your own shop, your own salon. How was
Okay.
that?
Okay.
And
That's
what,
where
what brought you to making that ultimate decision?
being a stripper.
Yeah.
Okay, when I, being a teenager, kids could be fast. And I used to have this mindset, or I had this thought, like, when I turn 18, I'm going to be a stripper. I just wanted to experience.
For
I like
real?
to dance.
Because I heard a lot of people say, a lot of
You can
girls
have
say
that thought growing up,
Yeah.
like, I want to see what it's like. It's a lot, when looking at the stripper game now, it's a lot different than just regular stripping, how it used to be. Like, they doing all the tricks and, like, they in the circus and acrobatics and they do all of that stuff. But just dancing, being sexual, like, I just had that idea, like, I'm gonna be a stripper one day. But when I was dating my son's dad, I I couldn't be out in the street like that doing. I had a boyfriend, so that never crossed my mind again.
So you had a boyfriend while you was
no,
in
no,
the
no,
This
no,
was
no,
prior.
I
no.
was saying, yeah, how was that? How was the
Okay.
insecurities
Yeah,
on that? You know what
No,
I'm
no,
saying?
no,
Like,
no. Me having that thought at like when I turned 18, I want to be a stripper. By the time I turned 18, I had a boyfriend, so that didn't even cross my mind no more, you know. But it came back after my first son. I had my first son, and I went through all the ups and downs with his dad and all this stuff. So I decided when I left, I moved away to Arizona. So I was stripping in Arizona. I moved out there to build a bond with my dad. That's another thing. I was raised by a single mom. My dad wasn't in my life growing up. So that caused me, I believe, for myself to make bad choices in the type of man I chose to date growing up. Seeking that love from a man because my daddy didn't give it to me, you know? So, but I knew my boundaries with certain things. That's where it came in me saying, I'm book smart and street smart. I'm not gonna choose the streets because I'm not getting certain things from at home. And sometimes some young girls don't have that confidence to know, like, just because you're not getting certain things from home, don't mean you have to go out into the street to get
for
it.
sure.
Like you have to learn how to love yourself.
For real.
Lily,
Mm.
we got daughters.
Yeah, I'm a girl dad,
We
you
got
feel
daughters.
me?
Right.
He a girl dad.
Okay.
I got a son and a daughter.
Yeah.
My daughter gonna watch this interview. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
So continue.
Yeah,
Continue.
yeah. Me not having my dad, and then having a strong mom too. Like my mom, she played a big part. I'd be thanking her to this day. Like, thank you for being the strong woman that you are and setting a good example for me. Like, if it wasn't for me being raised by my mama,
Right.
the type of woman she is, like how you were saying earlier, like strong woman,
Yeah.
like my mama, she
That's
showed
what I'm
me, like,
saying.
regardless if she went to work a job, she showed me, like, I'm getting up every day to go get it for my kids.
I'm so
And
happy
we
to hear
never
that
went
because
without.
I've been hearing too many people who have so much resentment to their parents. You
No,
feel me? So
it's not resentment.
yeah,
It's
a lot of people
no.
got resentment to their
Well,
parents. You
some
feel
people
me?
do, but for me, I'm more like I appreciate my mom.
Yeah.
Like she was real stern. She didn't let me do a lot of things either as a teenager. But once I reached a certain age and she was working so much, I just started like,
Yeah.
I'm a rebel. I'm gonna do what I
Mhm.
want to do because my mom not really here, but you know, and that's not a good thing because on the back end, I suffered. I wasn't gonna graduate on time if I didn't realize I wasn't in the
Yeah.
12th grade when my mama went up to my school. By her going up to my school, that made me buckle down, get on my stuff, and I was homeschooled and I made sure I brought up all the credits I needed to graduate and
On time.
still be class of 04.
That's what's up.
So by my mom being that type of woman, she instilled those things in me. Like I'm gonna make sure I'm be on top of everything with my sons, cause her not being there, you know, and
Yeah.
just her being the woman she was to set that type of example for me helped me to be the mom I am today. Like, but I moved to Arizona. Back to the stripper situation. I moved to Arizona and
You all want to hear it?
I want to also talk about the stripper thing
Yeah.
for sure. But your connection, your reconnection with your father too, and what was that like? After you talk about the stripper thing.
Yeah, because that's something we got to do. I want to talk about
that
that
come
too.
first.
no,
I
it
wanna
gotta
talk about
come.
too.
My dad gotta come in because that's how the story went.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
started getting back close with my dad. He wanted to talk to me more and he was reaching out and I was communicating with him more just to kind of build that bond. Because although some girls are not able to grow up with their dad, I felt like that was a part of my healing. I need to talk to my dad. I need to understand who my dad is and why he wasn't in my life. My daddy was either in jail when I was a baby, he was on drugs. So all my life he'd been in jail in different states and stuff. And then he had came home, and when I was old enough to connect with him, I connected with him. And I went out to Arizona to stay with him for a little bit. Then I came back. But after I had my son, I felt like I just wanted to move away, get a different
Get
scenery.
atmosphere,
Yeah. But then once I got out there, I felt like I was running from something out here. But it all came full circle because when I moved to Arizona with my 5-year-old son, I wasn't with my baby daddy no more. And he was making threats like he was gonna hurt me and do all that. I was afraid to leave him. So I felt like me leaving the state, I could get away. But then it was like my mom's like, no, he gonna try to take your son. So I filed for custody on top of a restraining order, trying to like, cause he kept making threats like I'm gonna get you and you can't leave me, and it was so crazy. But on the other side of that, I went out there to get a job. Like, I didn't have no job at the time out here. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go out here to get a job, but the job didn't go through. So I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm about to do. I went out, hung out with my stepsisters and brother, and we went to the strip club. And I'm like, I'm about to be a stripper. Like, I need some money. I'm out here, I ain't got no money. I'm always knowing to hustle. I gotta have my own money. I can't ask nobody for nothing. That's always how I been. So I started stripping. I asked my dad, I'm like, what you think about me being a stripper? He's like, well, you grown. I can't tell you no. Because at the time I was 25.
Mhm.
I was 25 with a 5-year-old. And
And if you would have told you, you would have did it faster.
yeah, low key. So
Well,
he was just like, you grown. He was like, you grown. You gonna do what you want to do. But I'm gonna tell you this. Be smart about it. Get in, get your money, and get out. It's a lot of stuff that come with that lifestyle. So my mindset was,
shit.
huh? The what? What you say?
Say that again, baby
I
boy.
said I'm gonna be your security shit.
No.
Would you be your daughter's security if that's what she did, bro? If that's what she made the ultimate decision to do, to strip, would you be her security?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all about that part.
I'm saying.
I went to the club to try out, and I got hired. I didn't have to dance or nothing. He was just like, you could dance. Like,
That's
you
why
can
I'm glad
start.
my daughters don't got no rhythm.
I started
I need to
dancing.
take my daughter out of cheer.
No,
No, I'm just joking.
that's
I'm just
not. I
joking.
mean, that played something that I was seeking.
Yeah, no, she like you said.
Right.
Me
It
not.
does,
You
bro.
guys
Yeah,
are.
that's
You
what I'm
guys
saying.
are in
We
your.
joking.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just
Y'all in your daughter life,
Yeah.
so it's amazing. I believe that it's amazing for dads, girl dads. I applaud y'all. Like, take your daughters on dates, spend time with them, let them know how much you love them. Like, I didn't get none of that, so I'm seeking that from me trying to dress up, sexy, show my body off.
Right.
Like, that's unnecessary when you learn how to love yourself. So young
Say
girls having a dad in their life that's involved, I think that helps play a big, big role. You dating them and showing them how
Push
to
the
be
button.
treated. Showing them how to be treated,
That
that
is
helps
true.
young girls.
Facts.
Have you ever? You got a daughter, so you can contest to this. Have you ever seen your daughter do something and she look dead at you?
Yeah.
It can
Fuck
be 1,000 motherfuckers
all the
looking at
time.
you.
All the time.
Like, what you gotta say
All the
about that?
time.
Like,
All the time.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a
Every
good
time.
thing. That
Yeah,
helps
Every time my
young
daughters
girls.
do something, they trying to see if what I think about it. That is true.
And I emphasize the things that should be done already.
That's good.
My daughter, she's 10, but I emphasize, like, if she's about to eat, pulling the chair out. If she about to get in the car, if I'm not opening the door, her brother's opening the door for her.
Yeah.
Just the little shit that she know, and then sometimes she'll wait. She'll sit in the car and wait for the door to be open, like she's not about to get
That's
out the
good.
car, bro.
That's what's
That's
up.
good.
Like,
That's
you
what's
know,
up.
just the little shit. Like, this how you supposed to be treated. And we already gonna set the tone right now
That's amazing.
Right.
for
I
when you
applaud
get
that.
older,
Right.
you
You
know?
need to
That's
tap
what's
the
up.
button for yourself.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Pat my goddamn self on the back.
Yeah, so that's a good. I think that young girls having a dad in their life, that sets the tone. Because I'm seeking certain things outside of that
Right.
at growing up. So he told me, like, and I did it for a year. I danced out there for a year in the midst of coming back and forth through a custody battle. So once the custody battle was settled, my kids dad had visitation, so I had to move back. But also that life, I understood that life wasn't for me. So I got to experience that, and I knew I needed to come back to California because I felt like I was running from something. It's crazy. Around that time when that was happening, Drake had a song. It was a song that he had out, and I think it was him and Kendrick Lamar on the song. Like something about him running from his past, something about running from his where he from. And
Kendrick had a song.
Is he the
I
one
think-
promoted? It ain't Poetic Justice, or the one that Drake let Kendrick get on his album and do that whole interlude.
I don't remember the exact song, but it
But
was a
it-
Drake
song.
and
was
Kendrick
there.
need some new
He
music.
had that
Come on,
verse,
niggas,
and I'm
please.
like, "Ooh, I gotta
Yeah.
get back."
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to run from something, but
Yeah.
my purpose is here.
Right.
I don't know what it is, but
But you knew it was here.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
dope.
So-
That's
Man,
dope.
they got this saying, man. You gotta make it here.
Yeah,
you gotta
come
be
on,
the
man.
man here. Like that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I'm from this. You feel me? I'm
Cali
built for
ain't gonna
this.
run me out.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Cali
So
ain't
that-
gonna
so
run
You
me
that-
know, I be seeing them little shit. Like, ah!
So that Arizona led you back here, right? To
Yeah.
then you eventually became. When did you became an entrepreneur? Or did you start working at Long Beach Transit after that?
No, I actually it's crazy.
You went to a strip spot out here, huh?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I
my
will
bad.
never.
I was just trying
I would have never danced in LA. I know
No?
too many people know of me.
Yeah.
They don't know me. They know of me.
yeah.
And I didn't want to be seen like that out here. So
Right.
I just did it out there to get some money.
Okay.
It was never like, oh, I'm gonna be known as a stripper, you know?
Yeah.
So when I came back, I ended up dealing with my baby daddy again.
That's how I go.
And
man.
I got
Give a nigga
pregnant
a shot.
with my
You got
second,
pregnant
redeem
again.
with my
itself.
second son. And then I don't know, for some reason that pregnancy for me was it needed to happen for me to get back on the right track and do what I need to do to take care of me and my son. So I was actually pregnant and I got hired 5 months pregnant and I got hired driving buses in Orange County.
Wow.
And
Late ass buses.
yeah, when I came back from Arizona, I was homeless. I done been homeless 3 times in the midst of my journey. Like, so I know like I could bounce back from anything.
For sure.
But to be homeless with one child pregnant, then homeless with both kids young, and then homeless with them old enough to understand what's going on, I'm like, man, okay, that's 3 times. I know my breakthrough coming.
For sure.
You know, so
For sure.
but yeah, I came back and I started driving buses for Orange County, pregnant. Then I transitioned because in the midst of me being homeless, I had got approved for these affordable apartments that I was on the waiting list for like 5 years. I had got approved and then I moved in there and I had just had my second son. So we had our space or whatever. And then that's when I started driving for Long Beach Transit because it was closer.
Okay.
And I drove for them for like almost a year. And then towards the end of that, I got fired. And I'm like, you know what? My car got repo. I'm like, okay, I ain't losing my apartment. They can come get this car. This really gotta go because I gotta do what I gotta do. So.
I'm glad you let them take the car because you know they say most black people don't care about their house; they care about what they pull up in. So I like to cheer you on that.
Right. So
It's a lot of homeless
what-
motherfuckers in Benzes.
What point?
What
point?
I'm just keeping it a buck.
What point did you come to the conclusion to like, I ain't meant to work for nobody? Like you know what I'm saying?
Because they
Like,
fired
because
me.
You
They didn't
get
care
fired
that I had 2
repeatedly.
kids.
Yeah,
They didn't care
They
that I
didn't
had
care.
2 kids. They didn't
Right.
care that I had to pay bills
Right.
and it was just like, dang. So I was just like, I'm about to start back braiding. I'm just start letting everybody know, hey, I'm braiding hair now. Then I started getting on Instagram when it was just getting going, and I'm posting pictures.
It's on.
I braid hair.
It's
It
on
wasn't
from
as
there.
big. That's why I'm like, I've been posting pictures about me braiding on Instagram since 2010.
Where can they follow you at too? They want to get their hair done. They want to get the baddest
Yeah.
braids.
Well, you know what
My-
I'm
Where can they
saying?
follow you at?
My business page is passion PASSION _W _purpose PURPOSE. Yeah.
That's right. So you being so you
like a basic ass bitch. Ass just fucked up.
That's the don't make an advertisement like that.
ICDC.
So with
Sitting
you
on
being
the couch, looking raggedy.
You're binding on.
Stop it.
Kids hungry. No, you take your ass down there and get your hair braided. Presentable.
Right.
No.
So with you being a hairstylist, right? So now you braiding. What made? How did you get to the point to where you started the braiding boot camps and
Yeah, make your shit
the different
vertical
the different
integration.
the different forms of income from you
braids up there.
because you had
That's my-
just tell us all that you have. You got the braiding boot camps. You have a shop, right? Did you have a storefront?
Okay.
Let them know.
I had a storefront. I opened it back in 2018. I named my business Passion with Purpose because I'm passionate about braiding hair and doing what I do, but I felt like my purpose behind it was the journey that took for me to get where I was to open that store.
Say that.
Right.
So 2018, I had opened a storefront. I signed a 3-year lease. And just so happened when I opened it, I was doing a beauty supply and a braid studio. So I had a space where I would rent out chairs for like 3 other people, including myself. And then I had a side of my store that was a beauty supply. So I was selling braiding hair, bundles, products, anything people may have needed, I was selling it. And then I incorporated me teaching classes. And I did that because I'm like, I got this big old space. I can host my classes. And I could charge people to teach them how to braid, like beginners. People who don't know how to braid at all, I can get them to learn the skills with their fingers and everything before they leave my class.
Wow. That's
So,
dope.
yeah, and I started thinking like, this is a gift for me.
Yeah.
This is a gift that I got from God. So we supposed to give our gift back.
Say that.
So I did
Say
it
that.
as me giving my gift back, but still making profit for myself and my business.
Say that.
So I teach the group classes. I teach one-on-one classes. I just started doing a little girl braid workshop. Like little girls from ages 6 to 10, I could teach them the basic beginner skills and techniques too. So I started doing that as another source of income within my business.
Right.
How
right.
often do you host these classes?
Well, now after the pandemic, I closed my store down because there was so much going on. I held it together during the pandemic. I even slept in my shop with my kids during the
Say that.
pandemic.
Down and diligent.
I want to get into that too.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to stop it. You talked about abusive relationship.
hmm
You was in an abusive relationship. Talk to us about that. How did that affect you? And how did you get stronger from that and learn from that as well? And what message do you have to give to these young women that are in abusive relationships?
Okay.
Mm.
I would say that stems from the foundation of not having a father in the home. Not being raised with my dad to show me how a man's supposed to treat me and how I'm supposed to be loved by a man. That caused me to make bad choices in men who may have been insecure with themselves, and taking their anger and frustration out on me. And then 2, I could have triggered things within that man to make him think like I was more than he was or superior than him because I got this grind and this hustle. I've been grinding and hustling since I was
All
15.
your life.
Okay,
So-
you get the horn for being accountable. I didn't mean no boo. And the horn for being accountable. I didn't mean to boo. My
You
head slipped.
booed her, bro.
My fault.
Nah, you
Hey,
booed her.
Wait
You
a
meant that.
minute.
Because I seen it in
Look
your
at you being a
eyes.
little
when you
hater over
booed it,
here.
bruh. He booed that.
Why
Hey,
you
this is the
boo
second
me?
time I did this
I
to somebody.
seen you
and they,
do
I'ma need
that.
you
I
not
seen
to
it
push
in
the
your
button.
eyes.
I'm
He
so
was like
sorry.
this.
I meant to push the horn for the accountability. The accountability.
No,
I
no,
wanted to
no.
give you the
For real,
respect for that.
Nah,
Like that is
for
something
sure.
most people don't even have.
We don't play- we don't
I'm
play
so
with
sorry.
that,
Cut
for
that
real.
goddamn. Hey,
Yeah.
Solomon, make sure that boom. Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Cheers.
Sorry.
No.
No, but go ahead.
No, I just made, I guess, bad choices in men that couldn't handle me being a strong
That
young
strong
woman. Like
woman and
I had to get that I got it from my mom, but I had to incorporate that in me loving myself or learning to love myself because I was choosing the wrong dudes. So the first domestic situation I was in was with my kid's dad. He used to fight me and beat me up, and I felt like I couldn't get away from him or I didn't want to leave him. I was trying to help him with his
you feel
anger.
like the love.
Innocent. Yeah.
The love.
But it
is-
was something about him that reminded me of my dad. And then come to find out they birthday 5 days apart. So they was the same sign. So I was seeking that love from him. And something about him reminded me of my dad. So I dated him. But that situation was tough because it was mentally, physically, emotionally. And I was just being abused. But it's like I can't leave the man that I had kids by. But then I start understanding
Too
like,
loyal to a fault, huh?
yeah, yeah. You know that's us. We
Mhm.
love hard and we loyal to a fault.
That's why I don't fuck with people.
Oh, wait a minute.
You feel me?
You have
That's
to
why
learn-
niggas act
No.
like
Talk to
them
me
get
about
around.
it. Talk
You
to
have
me
to
about
learn
it,
how to
Des.
set boundaries.
You don't
Talk
fuck
to
with
me
people,
about
you
it,
feel me?
Des.
'Cause
I stay to
Talk to
myself
me
too.
about it.
you already know, man.
Talk to me. Talk to
I'm
me.
biased. You feel me? Some niggas that can't do wrong in my eyes.
Yeah.
Some people that can't do wrong in my eyes. So I know who I am and not get disappointed. I don't give that to everybody. Everybody can't have
You right.
this.
So what
this
type of
cool
people
nigga.
do get that though?
The people who I know and love, you feel me? The people I
Yeah.
know.
They have
that,
to prove themselves too.
I don't have no expectations on people.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes I know I can probably do more for somebody to ever do themselves, but long as you can just show me we cool and
Yeah.
you already know.
And we
I'm not
solid.
talking
And you
to
been
nobody
solid
every day. You
and
feel
you
me?
just-
I don't
yeah.
gotta talk to you every day to know
Nah,
me.
nah,
Stand up, bro.
Exactly.
Facts.
You feel me?
Exactly.
Like I don't gotta do none of that. Like
Yeah.
I know dating my boy. I don't gotta second guess that,
Mm-hmm.
and I can go face. That helps me be able to go face the world and be the asshole I can be because I know I got people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Come
Like
on,
my
man.
boy gonna have my back.
My boys
yo,
gonna
at
have
the
my
end of
back.
the
I
day.
got, you know what I mean? I got peoples, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can go be the fuck I want to be.
Right,
That's why
right.
that's why people
And
be
that
asking
feel
me
good though.
why I can be
to
so
know
Yeah.
that though.
That's
You know,
why I'm
you
so
got-
fuck
Just to
everything,
know
you feel me?
that, like nigga, I got people
I
in my
got that
corner at the
mindset
end
too.
of the
You feel me?
day.
That's why I'm
I
fuck
know I
about people.
fucked up this weekend. I know I did.
What you do?
But I got I'm
I
just saying.
got niggas that
for
love me.
example,
Yeah,
like I
people
know I
that love
fucked
me
up
out
this
here.
weekend,
Right,
but
right.
I got people that love me. That's gonna
Yeah,
put me
man.
back in place. Tell me, but nigga, I got your back.
Yeah.
I'm fuck
Your
with you.
opinion
I
don't
rock
matter to
with you.
me, and it's kind of like a well, you know, you can feel what I'm saying. We
Yeah.
kind of feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who are you?
Yeah.
Right.
Like, how you feel about me don't matter.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Like, that's
It
how I
is
feel.
what it is.
It did to me. Everything is selective politicking anyway,
Come
bro.
on, man. You know I'm a politician.
Yeah.
Selective politicking.
You know I'm a politician.
Ain't
You feel
nobody
me?
gonna selective politic on me, and you ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
man.
just how it goes.
Right. I got a quick question, right? So on our pod, we talk about different attributes of men and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't mind sharing your status, if you don't mind, if you do, but it's like a 2-part question, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I seen that you mentioned like leadership, right, in a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like some people growing up, some people is born leaders, right? Some men are born leaders, and some people got to learn how to lead, right?
Mhm.
They say
And
the
so-
best leaders can be followers, though.
Right,
Nah,
right. And some
followers.
people, you know what I mean, learn how to. And I always felt like I was a leader, right? But I led by action. Like I didn't lead. Oh, let's go
By
this.
choice.
I didn't. Yeah, but I
Right.
led with my actions,
Yeah.
right? So I feel like
That's the best way to lead.
right.
Mm-hmm.
I lead by action, right? But it's different attributes in the leader,
But
Right.
then you find out here Aries.
right?
Some people vocal
You know what I'm
leaders.
saying?
Right, some
That's
people
what they
vocal
Some
do.
people
leaders.
vocal
Some
leaders,
people
but-
lead by action,
example.
by
Yeah.
example.
Mhm.
So I feel like that's what I'm good at. But I seen you mention that it's a 2-part question.
Mm-hmm.
I see that you mentioned like you being a single. I don't know, but what you
No,
tell
you
your
You
just
just
know,
status.
say single
you
mom.
know,
What you mean? I
Maybe,
don't know.
yeah, but
What you
I don't know
She's
what
in
you
a
want to
single
share her
mom.
status.
Great
But look,
for
I'm
her.
just saying, if you know what I mean, some women look for characteristics as a leader in a man, right?
Yeah.
To lead their home, right? Because some people,
Most men are attracted off the resources and everything they can bring.
right,
for
right.
sure.
So most women, a lot of women want a leader to lead them
Yeah.
on their path, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like can you speak to the importance of being a leader in a in a household or in a man or in a single life or whatever, and also 50-50, you going 50-50 with a man.
I'm gonna say this
I'm
before you
like,
even
y'all
answer.
so
back to that.
Before you
Bro.
even answer, this is what I'm gonna say.
Going
Real
back
shit,
to
bro.
that.
Cause I'm the type of dude, bro. Like for real. I ain't gonna lie. I like control.
Mhm.
And it's not like controlling a woman or nothing like that. But you tell me what you like, how we gonna get things done, and how you want to. We gonna compromise with shit and do it how we do.
Mhm.
But I like to control the narrative
Right,
Yeah.
as a man.
Right.
You feel me?
Mhm.
Right.
This how this what you say you like. This how you like to do it. Let me take the head. Let me be the lead of that.
Right.
And this is how we gonna do it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
And the 50-50 thing.
Share your perspective on that.
I ain't.
I mean, start off with the leadership, your status, and 50-50.
Yeah. So talk to that.
Leadership. My status. What you mean?
Are you single? Are you in a relationship? Are
Okay,
you
listen.
single?
I'm a single mom,
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
and
what
I
you
have
wanna-
a friend.
Okay.
You have a
I
joint.
have an exclusive friend.
What's
Okay,
up?
she's exclusive. So never mind.
Yeah.
We
Oh.
was gonna give her
We
the dating show, but everybody feels about for. No
We
disrespect to my
exclusive.
her
We
good friend. My bad.
No, we
So canceled. So canceled.
I got an exclusive friend.
Mhm.
We both got a mutual understanding.
That's
and
what's up.
It's I guess most people should understand, like, in life, being in a situation, you have to experience people. You
Mhm.
don't get to control them. You don't get to say what they can do or what they can't do.
For sure.
It's just the being able to experience that person. And sometimes when you come across paths with people, it's a reason, a season, a lesson, and a blessing. So you could be dealing with people. It probably was their season in your life, but they not necessarily supposed to continue on a journey with you. And sometimes it could suck that you may get hurt from certain people and situations that you cross paths with in your life. But I am a single mom, and I have a friend that we have a mutual understanding. Like, I think it's best for people to be friends first, than to just jump straight into a relationship.
Sure.
Then you got to learn people too. Like, some people may not be in a position to be in a relationship. Like, I'm busy, he building, working towards something, I'm working towards something. But we both have an understanding, and we both have a vibe with each other. So, no, I'm not looking for other people.
Right.
I just
DMs closed, my brothers.
I just have this certain person that I'm
Friends,
exclusive
you got a
with.
friend.
We've been friends for 2 years, so
Oh no, man, that's a relationship.
no.
Fuck a friend. That's a
Not
relationship. That's her
necessarily.
boyfriend.
No, we didn't make that agreement, and I
Okay.
don't want a boyfriend.
Ain't no title.
Ain't
I'm
no title.
36 years old. Sometimes titles could throw shit off.
It can.
When you get the throwing titles, and it's just like if you guys both have. I
But what
have
are
a
we
mutual
doing?
understanding.
Do it come to a certain point to what are we doing?
We
Like,
both understand what we're doing.
Okay, as long as that's
No,
understood.
no, because you know sometimes, you know what I mean. He might say some shit. Because she said it. He just wanted to agree with it. Like fucking, that was a
Sometimes
problem.
it ain't even about what's being said. It's about
Oh
what's
yeah, I
being
like
done.
that right there.
Say that.
That's
Say
that's
that.
the
Say
shit right
that.
It's
there.
about
part.
what's being done.
Secret as fuck.
That part.
That's you
It
know
ain't
you know,
about what's
motherfucker.
Right.
That part right there.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
but nah, like that's my friend.
So let me ask you this: what does attract you about men? Like, what do you look for? We see, when we was younger, we look, damn, she look good, she fine. Get at her, but she ain't even there.
She cuckoo.
You feel me? That's how it is for men.
Yeah.
Women, I don't know if y'all look. I know y'all still like, damn, he look good, whatever like that. But as growing up and shit like that, what does attract you about men, and what does give you the whole understanding of I will fuck with him?
Based on my experiences in life, I feel like this situation right here was divine. Like how we crossed paths, and it's something spiritual. Like now, for me, I don't care about dudes liking me, and like for me, low key, I feel like you sexually attracted to me. You ain't really trying to get to know who I am as a person. So dudes hopping in my DM and saying little stuff to me, like
we know who you are. No,
no,
Don't play with it.
no. I don't know.
So what is it, more of a spiritual thing now?
Yeah, like
Okay.
because I didn't after my last situation. I wasn't dating for like 3 years after that, and I went through the pandemic. I ain't realized how many people was fucking on people and doing all type of stuff during the pandemic.
What?
During the
Pandemic was
pandemic, I
crazy.
was on a spiritual journey. So I just
Pandemic was wild.
I was finding out like, God, that's what y'all was doing. Dang.
What?
So I feel like I don't know my friend now how we met. I feel like it was divine. Not saying that we both necessarily ready for something, but I don't have the time or the energy to be dating and playing with niggas out here. I'm 36 years old. I done been through all the ups and downs, ins and outs. I'm not fucking just to be fucking. I'm not like I'm too like on my grind and my hustle. I'm trying to figure out where I'm headed in life. Like I'm trying to build something. So if whoever I'm dealing with, if they trying to build too, then we gonna build. Like how you said, it's crazy because he a Libra too.
Wow.
Yeah, that's her. That's her. Them are
Yeah,
names.
he a
real
Libra
deal.
too.
That's our
And
niggas.
Libras are the real
I
deal.
am like amazed at how he is with his kids and how he is with his daughters. Like that's what I think that's something that attracted me to him too.
He sound like a real nigga.
And he, cause he a Libra.
Nah, just
No.
know.
Sound like a great guy to me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
he real involved with his kids,
What's up?
and like it was times where
Sound
throughout
like he
a-
needs some draws. You feel me? Just give me the run.
got them kids did it, nigga. Let's go.
No, like that's something I feel like he has good leader qualities.
Mhm.
Talking to him over this time and knowing like how he diligent about making shit happen for himself.
That's
So
what's up.
I respect him as a man and a father. So although we have this mutual understanding, and I have the utmost respect for him, like I
You
literally
remind me
met
of me a
him,
little bit.
and
I thought you were talking about you for a minute. I was gonna make the connection. I almost made the connection on my mama, but I was like, let me just shut the fuck up.
I don't even know
We
this
really just
man.
met.
I just met him today.
I wouldn't know that, man, if I seen him.
This nigga sound like me for real, bro.
Nah, but I got the utmost respect for him. And myself. I respect myself. Like
Yeah.
I tell him like I don't fuck with niggas out here, so you should.
So let me ask you, because that is, it's no title or whatever like that. Are you open to talking to other guys, or is it just like, because it's no title, but at the same time, are you shutting dudes down as if y'all do have a title, like y'all together?
Ooh,
I'm
I like that.
I'm loyal to a fault. Like
Right.
I just because
saying.
that's who I'm interested in,
Right.
and
Okay.
I'm not necessarily saying that I won't date other people. I just haven't put
Nobody
myself.
caught that
Yeah,
attention.
I'm
Nobody
not
had that spark.
interested in nobody. Like,
For sure.
and then when I'm talking to somebody, it's just that person. I ain't got time to be giving my time and energy to all these other people.
Right.
It's too much.
So
It's
yeah,
too
I don't got
much.
time for all
It's too
that,
much.
and I'm not about to play with nobody's son.
Right.
Don't play with it.
Quick,
Don't play with it. Don't
quick.
play with it.
Please,
One of the so I want to know, right? So you in a situation, right? I want to know because we talked about this a few weeks ago, going 50-50.
He's trying to bring the right motherfucker.
I
you
want to
wanna talk
know.
about
I
that
just want to
50-50?
know.
What
I just want to know
50-50,
your
man?
perspective on
What's your perspective? on it?
a male and a female
My
going
Michael.
50-50 with a partner. You know what I mean? I mean, not even
Yeah.
just
With your
on-
partner, you can't do it with every little
With your
random
partner.
female you feel. If y'all locked in,
Mhm.
like I feel like even if you dating somebody, it's okay for them to treat you and do things for you. But if you guys are not locked in, then it ain't no him paying the bills and doing like y'all ain't there yet.
Mhm.
So I feel like it comes for a man taking care of bills and stuff if you guys are really like in a situation and y'all make this agreement to build as a unit. Now,
That's all.
if you guys are like a lot of these, I be feeling like a lot of these females out here just using niggas, and that's whack because some females can mess up a good nigga by doing that, and that's weird to me.
Mhm.
I ain't never been no user. I ain't never been on no. I'm more so I'm a look out for my nigga. If I
Right.
know we locked in, I'm a look out for you.
Listen, this. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead,
I
go ahead.
apologize because I don't mean to cut you off, and you had a great fucking
Yeah.
question. I'm like this. If I see you trying to take advantage of the situation or whatever like that, I need to know you got motion. I'm not gonna put 100 into it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
I would fucking rather fuck with a woman that want me instead of need me, bro.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And when you want me, you know
It's
what I'm
go
saying?
time.
Do
huh?
for you.
We
Yeah.
got rent. We
Yeah.
paid rent. That we ain't
Right, right.
worried about that.
Yeah.
Because me
Right.
personally, I feel like if I'm really with a woman, like we really together, like you know what I'm saying, you probably pay cell phone bills, all that shit. That's how I feel about the thing. But like the rent, all that shit, like you know what I'm saying, like I take control of that.
That's what's up.
You know.
hmm
But at the same time, what's going on?
Yeah. You gotta
feel
know
me?
where y'all
Right,
at.
right.
You
You gotta
can't
know-
just be out here.
You got to
Yeah.
know the
just,
mission. You
Cause
got
you
to
gonna
know.
spend some money.
Yeah.
You
If
gotta
y'all gonna be
know.
locked in,
Regardless
if
of
you
how it
locked
go,
in,
if we
for
really
sure.
locked in and
Yeah.
we together and we as one,
Yep.
what
gotta
the
know
fuck
the
is it?
mission.
It ain't nothing about nothing. It ain't no question. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna. This is what it is.
Right.
Yep.
Yep, because
So-
the
'Cause
goal
I know
for my
you'll
if you my we locked in, you
Yeah.
my girl, like we locked in. The goal is to do it all.
To advance together.
Let's
Right.
do it.
But then
That's
you
it.
could have a situation where it's like you may be dealing with somebody, the girl is working towards something and you working towards something. And that's not necessarily the case.
Exactly.
Where you can provide for her at the moment. So if y'all both building, it's okay
Exactly.
to look out and then you look
So
out.
I understand
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I understand that whole thing too
Right.
Mhm.
because I've been in a situation like that too.
Yeah.
Look, I look out. I donate help you when I can,
Mhm.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right?
You handle yours.
Ain't
I
that
handle
what the
mine,
doctor?
we
Don't
build.
think the doctor said? As long as you can
Real
take care
talk.
of yourself, you good.
Yeah.
Did she say that?
That's real talk, bro. So
Right.
it ain't no. I ain't got no knock on either side.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Right.
it can't be based on somebody just using you. Like
Mhm.
Nah.
a lot of people have a user mentality,
Yeah,
and
for
I don't
sure.
like that. I
Right.
don't like that.
And there's so much help. Like
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? Help is
Mhm.
not a life thing.
Yeah.
Help is like a temporary
For the
thing.
moment.
Right.
Like you
Yeah.
need something like, okay, I get you in here, get you in the room, I help you these certain times. But how long can I help you? Like if years coming down the line, do you still consider that help or do you consider that use?
Right.
You
You're
using me.
using, yeah.
You can only use me till you use me up.
Right, exactly.
You feel me?
So with that being said, man, we hate to wrap it up because we definitely gonna bring you back. We're gonna bring you back.
Mom
And then you
podcast
mentioned
coming soon.
Mom Podcast. Tell them what Mom stands for.
The Mom Podcast. Mom stands for Moving Over Mountains.
Moving Over Mountains.
We gonna be the first guest in it.
Yeah. And then we gonna collab for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And also Mother's Day is coming up. That's another reason why we brought you here because you're a dope mother and
Thank
you have something coming up, right?
Oh, we doing a pop-up shop on May 6th.
I ain't push nothing.
Sally, why you do that?
You guys better stop playing over
Get
there.
on
Just,
your
just
ass.
fold those things out there.
Get on
All right. So what you got going on?
No, we doing a Mother's Day pop-up shop. I put like little pop-up shops together for small businesses, people who not really out there like that, or they haven't set themselves up on a platform to really get their business out there. If they do art, apparel, beauty, wellness, whatever you sell, if you got a service, a product, and you sell it, and a lot of people make stuff from home, I put on little pop-up shops to bring them out and give them an opportunity to make money and connect and network with people.
That's what's up. How can they find out about the pop-up shop?
I posted in my stories right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So post
Follow
it.
your
Check your
website.
stories.
Where can they find your website at?
www.misskiastudio.com.
Miss Kia Studio.
Kids.
That's Miss
MS.
KIA, right?
Studio.com.
.com.
Once again, we want to thank you for coming.
Thank y'all
This is
for
a dope
having
episode.
me.
We're gonna bring you back. One thing I want to do, man, I want to shout out my little cousin. He just graduated from BYU.
All right.
BYU, Brigham Young University.
He's a quarterback. He's a quarterback, right? He's
He was
quarterback
behind Jaren Hill or Jaren
Yeah,
Hall?
So he
I've been to BYU. They
He
go
got a-
crazy
You know
up
we
there.
drafted
That
Jaren
niggas is
Hall,
lying,
too.
acting like
Yeah.
y'all Mormons.
Was he
Y'all go
nice
up.
like that?
he was cool. He was cool.
He ain't better than your cousin though.
Nah, man. I mean, yeah, nah, he not.
Yeah, okay.
My boy,
BYU go up.
Shout out my boy Nick.
Shout out
Nicholas.
Nick.
Don't let them
Nick.
contracts they sign in saying they
Shout
can't
out
do nothing
Nick.
like you. I've been there.
Come on, man.
I was there. Me and my boy
Yes,
Adonis, I was
We
there.
already know what's happening.
Dad Podcast. We out.
Shout out
Subscribe.
Miss Kia, man.
Like,
Y'all
shout out
already
Miss
know.
Kia.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey!
Thank y'all.